everyone. Good morning, afternoon. How are you doing? Just wanted to talk a little bit about some problems that I know agents run into. Now, we're in a sales position, so there's quite often that there's some disappointments as well. So let's say you've been working with a client for a very long time. You're out there showing them property. You're like, oh, we're best friends. I know for sure that we're the right fit for them when they're ready to purchase their home. And then you find out they bought without you. Super, super discouraging when those type of things happen. So how do you stay motivated? How do you just brush it off and say, no big deal, and don't take it personally and move on to the next one? It's a really, really tough situation to be in. I've been there hundreds of times, but we always want to make sure that we also learn from it too. So anything like that happens to you, let's start sharing those stories with each other to kind of prevent other people from making the same mistakes. So same thing goes with listings. So I'll tell you guys something that happened to me last week. Had a listing presentation. I had a referral from another agent that was down in South Florida. His parents were here locally, and he said he found me online, saw some really good reviews about us online, and wanted us to meet with his parents. And we worked out our referral fee. We got all that signed. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, they've already selected me. So I go there and I break my own rules by not doing a full presentation. So because they literally were going to be kind of using me more as a showing agent, this other guy wanted to do all the photography and drone photos and really be involved because obviously it's his mom that was selling the property. So I kind of broke my own rules, figured, okay, well, I guess I don't need to tell them why they should work with me. Met with them, walked through the home, gave them some suggestions, did the tour with them, left there without the agreement signed because they were going to be signing the agreement with their son. So, and then of course I'm online looking and I saw the property just listed 2 days ago with another agent. So huge mistake made. Every opportunity, I don't care if it's a referral, I don't care if it's a friend or family member, don't ever be too cocky to think that you already have the deal because you don't. So if you're not practicing offers and giving people value, they're not going to use you as their agent. So we're in a very, very competitive workspace. Just know that, you know, if you're not saying something of value to them, 10 other agents might do so. And it was a very seasoned agent that ended up getting the contract as well. So just something to kind of keep aware of. That's really why we do the buyer and seller presentations. You know, if it was just walking in the house and they signed with the first person, that would be great. But we know that it's very competitive. It's not like that. So that's the importance of learning your buyer seller presentation, the importance of really going through and practicing our offers so they flow off your mouth, you know, easily without strain, because there's going to be times that you're put on the spot with somebody. And of course you really, really want to get the deal. Nobody wants to lose the deal. But if you're not really rehearsed and you're not a professional agent where you know exactly what to say and what to do in every situation, you might lose the deal. So it's discouraging for you and also, you know, our team here too. We hate to lose things like that. So how do you kind of come over that? So now that you lose the deal, so I write down, what did I do wrong? What could have I improved on? And then I just make sure the next time I do it right. So that's one way to really, really kind of get over that first failure feeling, which is pretty awful. I've been there. And then just also remembering that there's plenty of business out there. So the only time I really get down on myself is when I start to think, oh my gosh, like that was such a big deal. It was the only deal and I really needed it and I wanted it to close for the end of the month. There's tons of disappointments that are going to happen. We got to stop thinking small, think a little bit bigger, and realize that that is one house out of hundreds of thousands of houses here in our marketplace. It'd be different if we had limited inventory. You know, we don't. We have plenty of potential, and lots of people want to live where we sell real estate. So that's also a really big value. So anytime you're disappointed, go on Zillow and see how many other homes there are that are selling, or run some reports from the MLS and say how many homes sold in the last 30 days. So just remind yourself, you know, we definitely want to learn from our mistakes. We do not want to keep repeating our mistakes because that's what leads to burnout. I think that's why a lot of realtors, you know, give up and quit because they're not learning from their mistakes. They keep doing the same thing over and over. And yes, that will make you crazy. So don't do that. So learning from them. I also think it's helpful to share them with other agents. So I'm sure the situation that you've been in is not unique. Share it with other people. You know, let's be humbled a little bit about mistakes that we make. We all make them. And then hopefully you could maybe help somebody else too from making that same mistake. Thanks, guys.